Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. I'd like to thank you for joining me this morning, really appreciate it. Now you've noticed I've not got the intro this morning. I'm going to try and I'm doing away with the intro just to test a few things I'm doing on YouTube. I want the channel to grow now because it's just been slowly kind of growing, which is good, but I'm looking for it to grow quicker and I'm just trying out different things as well. So I'm doing away with the intro. I think the 2-minute intro, a lot of people are kind of not liking it. They go to that straight away and then they have to listen to 2 minutes, not realizing you can fast forward. So that's why I've not got the intro this morning, although I do like the intro, I have to admit. Okay, we'll just see if we are live or not and just make sure everything is up and running. We are live. There's a couple of people in just now, so we'll go to the chat area. Just bear with me a wee second. Just stop that. And we're in the chat area. Okay, we've got Daz Hibernian is in the house, Vin is in the house, Debbie Claydon is with us again, good to see you. Chris Camus is in, Mac Paulin, Brundle25, Gordy Boy is in as well, Daz Hibernian, intro is banging. I love the intro as well, I do love the intro, but I think a lot of people that are not watching it live and kind of go to watch it, they have to listen to 2 minutes, again not realizing that they can fast forward it. So it's just something I'm trying. It might not work. If it doesn't work, if it doesn't make any difference for the next week or so, I'll just bring it back because I do like the intro. Okay, let's see what's happening in the markets just now. Dive straight in. Markets is obviously down just now. Bitcoin's going down just now. Market cap is $266 billion. So we've lost about $10 billion. Bitcoin dominance down to 65%. So it's just a red day all round today. It's not a good day to be in crypto just now, but there are still trading opportunities. I've been looking through the charts this morning as well, so we'll do that as well. We'll look through the charts and see what's happening. Okay, who's the winners and losers? I forgot to do this. I'll just do that while we're waiting. So that loads up. The winners and losers, we've got Ren is up 18%. Crypto MCO, that is, Crypto.com is up 15%. I keep saying I like that for the long term. I think it's going to be big. Huge, and it's only at 80 million market cap at the moment. V Systems is up 6.6%. U Network 6.54. Nexo, Maker, Chainlink, Nano, Leo, Bytum all up as well. But there's not that many in the green, as you can see. Probably about what, 15% in the green. Well, about 15 to 20% in the green. The rest in red. Bitcoin Gold down 13%. Energy, Solve all down in double-digit reds this morning as well. So as I said, red day all round, and we'll just look at the overall kind of crypto market. Maybe. We have 2,374 cryptocurrencies listed on CoinMarketCap just now, and we'll see who's anybody got 100% gain. Nope. Conceal is up 60% on 110,000 volume, but over 7 days is up 704%. CCX, that is. Trustverse is up 46%. Origin Sport, that keeps on going up now. Blockmesh is up 29%. Transcodium is up again. It's doing well over the last 7 days. Dexter, Salt, ProChain, Ren. Ren is up 110% over the last 7 days. GameStar is up 102% and Conceal as well. Okay, if you're watching just now, leave a comment to let me know that you're kind of listening, or if you've got any questions, let me know. If you want me to look at a chart, let me know as well. And also go down to that like button and crush the likes. That'll be fantastic. That does help the channel. And the more likes we have, the more reach we get for the channel as well. Okay, so that's it. Nothing much happening with kind of the overall market as well. There's nothing really kind of exciting over the last 24 hours. The biggest gainer was 60%. Usually we get a couple of 100%ers in there. They've traded over 100k, but we're not getting that. Okay, look at crypto bubbles. This is over the last 24 hours. Looks kind of dire, doesn't it? So it looks kind of dire because we're mostly in the red just now. Mostly in the red, but we'll look over the next, the last hour or so. A wee bit better, just a wee bit. Nano being up, ABBC, XZC is up, Decred is up, CRO is up as well. So there's a few up and coming ones. but still red all round. So not a good day for trading overall. Okay, we'll just see who else has joined us. We've got Rob UK's in the house, one of our brilliant admins. Thank you very much for joining us, Rob. Good to see you, and glad to hear you're feeling better as well. Kim O'Brien's in the house as well. Good to see you, Kim. Adeb is in as well. We've got all our, well, not all of them, but we've got a lot of our kind of admins is in. One of our brilliant admins as well. Kim O'Brien's a brilliant admin as well. High Points Drifter is in the house as well. 25 people watching just now, so if you want to leave a comment, if you want me to look at any charts, let me know and we'll have a look at them. Okay, Bitcoin. Is Bitcoin going for the death cross? Is it going to go down to 8,800, then 7,600? So the death cross, what is the death cross? I kind of look at it, I've got a death cross here, 7 over the 50, but we're going to look at the 50 over the 200. That's not 50. 1 second. Cancel. So this is on the 4-hour chart. This is the 50 over the 200. This is traditionally for the death cross, and usually it's on the daily chart. But the 4-hour chart is kind of indicating we've got a death cross on the 4-hour chart, where the 50 MA has crossed down over the 200 MA. I'm going to get rid of this one just now as well, so you can see that clearer. So as I said, we've got support around about 8,800 there as well. On the 4-hour, we've crossed down. We've had the death cross already on the 4-hour there, but what's it looking like on the daily? We're still way off it on the daily, obviously, but on the 4-hour, we have that kind of death cross. And we've got it on the 7 and the 50 as well on the daily, and that's why I use the 7 EMA and the 50 EMA. But we'll look at this. This is what traditionalists kind of use. So 8,800 is the next kind of, well, 9,000 is a psychological support level, and we've seen that and bounced off that as well, which is good. And so hopefully we can bounce from here. I'm just going to put these back, take these back off and put my ones on. I like the EMA is better. I'm going to daily. So you can see this death cross coming up, and we've not had that for a while actually, since February. So if we cross down over there, unless we bounce from here, cross down over there, it looks as if we could see the 8,800, then the 7,600. But I can't see it going much lower than 7,600. But that's just my opinion. So we need to wait and see what happens with Bitcoin. We're down to 9,673 just now, and this is giving the alts a bit of kind of breathing space as well. I think what's going to happen here, I think we're going to go sideways. We could go down to 8,800 or around about the 9,000 level and just kind of trade sideways for a bit before going back up. Definitely think we're going back up in big style. I definitely think that's coming. I think it's just a matter of when it's going to happen. And I'm not talking about in a couple of months, I'm talking about within a couple of weeks. So I do think that's going to bounce up, but we could still see some volatility here and a kind of move down as well. We've got a lot of pressure kind of moving towards the downslope as well. So I'm thinking 8,800 and a bounce from there, or 9,000 and a bounce from there. But we'll need to wait and see. Okay, what's happening in kind of Binance? This is Binance. The MCO is doing really well. This is on the daily, so it's coming up its all-time low. I like MCO a lot, and think it's got a good business model, and think it's got a place within the crypto world as well. So think of MCO as a Visa and MasterCard, and it's only going to get bigger, better, and stronger. I think MCO. ARK has moved up as well. We can see it's crossed over on the 4-hour. And it's a beautiful chart actually, just a move up of about 43%. I should have called it yesterday when I looked at them. There was about, when I was in a premium group, looking at all the charts, there was about 12 of the kind of projects on Binance that were all kind of within the range of calling it, but I only called 4 yesterday. I should have called all 12, because all 12 were near the top, around the top actually. But the other ones that I have called, they should do well as well, unless Bitcoin falls by a big huge margin. Hot, that's kind of, it's 13 just now. It's not really big huge jumps. Lunar is moving up as well. That was one of the other ones I kind of noticed yesterday as well, and that's kind of doing well. So it's up at 15,000. Navcoin, that's doing okay. I think that'll come back down, but need to wait and see. XZC as well, we've seen Nano is doing well. IoTex, it's not really doing much actually. It's not really crossed over, so I wouldn't have called that. Ren obviously I would have called. And it's difficult to make a call, or difficult to kind of make look for an entry position when something has already jumped up. So you just ask yourself, when do you get back in? Because Ren crossed over on the 1st of June at 438, and it's kind of went up a couple 100% since. Yeah, 200%. So if you were kind of looking at Ren saying, okay, when do I get back in? It's difficult to kind of tell when to get back in, but on this, when you're using the 7 and the 50, you could say, okay, you could get a bounce off the 50 EMA, and that's kind of what's happened around about this level. Bounced off the 50 EMA, came back down, bounced off the 50 EMA, and bounced back up again. So that's a good point of entry when something has already risen by quite a margin. ARN is on the way up as well, called that in the premium group, so that's doing well. 2859 it is at the moment. I expect that to go up more. Manitha is moving up, coming up its all-time low. I don't know, Manitha, they're still, are they doing anything at the moment? I don't think, I used to be into Manitha big time. I thought they were going to be a challenger for MCO, but apparently not. I don't know if it's a dead coin or not, but I don't know. I need to check more into it, so can I ask you? Okay, see who else is in. Mitch Dieter is in. Crypto Knowledge Alliance, brilliant. Jimbo is in as well. We've nearly got a full house of brilliant admins. It's only Mike to come, but I don't think Mike is in. But yeah, good to see Jimbo. Jimbo's back with us, or within the country, or in the country on Saturday. Marcus Jafari is in. David Clayton, time to tether BTC and LTC. I generally don't tend to tether, to be honest. Debbie, I generally don't tend to do that. So, with the, because a lot of people ask this, okay, so can I address this just now? I think I've been asked this before. So, if BTC is going down, or you think BTC is going down, do you go into tether, or do you go into do you go into dollars? Do you just sell out and then buy back in? I wouldn't. I would just hold the BTC. I would just hold BTC because BTC is so volatile just now. You don't know. Even if you think it's going to go down, say unless you're trading it. If you're trading it, that's a totally different matter. But if you're holding for the long term and you're trading for the longer term, then I would hold BTC. If I was trading just now, I'd be trading on a 15-minute chart and I'd be selling it. This would be a short. I would have shorted it round about here at 10,000 and still been in that short position as well. There's only been a couple of times where I kind of would have bought at 10,026, went up to 10,200, then came back down. So if I was trading Bitcoin, then I would still be short on Bitcoin just now if I was trading it. However, if I'm holding it for the kind of longer term, and I'm using it to kind of buy kind of the altcoins or something like that, then I would keep a hold of Bitcoin. I wouldn't go into Tether. I generally tend not to go into Tether because it is so volatile just now, and it could jump up if you're away from your desk for 4, 5, 6 hours or something. It could jump. You've seen it jumping up $1,000. So I generally tend to hold kind of Bitcoin if I'm trading it for the longer term. But if you're trading it short term, then obviously you'd be out just now, or shorting it, or you'd be into Tether just now. So I hope that helps, Debbie. We've got Chris Camus. Head and shoulders forming in the low time frames, also inverted hammer. So I don't do much of TA. I've got TA knowledge, obviously, yep. So we're looking on the 1 hour. If you see in the 1 hour, Looking for a head and shoulders pattern. Shoulders, head. Could be, yeah. I don't tend to look at things like that, if I'm being really honest. I tend to make it really, really simple. I like the triangles, obviously. I like the kind of Fibonacci as well. So I tend to make it as simple as possible, the TA. So head and shoulders, inverted hammers and stuff like that. I'm not kind of dissing it, I'm not putting it down, I'm not saying you shouldn't pay attention to it if that's what you're into. I just don't do it. I don't pay attention. Obviously I know what they are, but I don't pay attention to it. Mervyn Skidmore is in, morning to you. The Hawthorns is in, Crypto Knowledge Alliance, saw someone whose TA I respect calling for a drop to 2,500. Seems unlikely to me, but interesting to see these sort of numbers being called out. See, that's the thing, Jimbo, as well. I don't see, even if you, depends what kind of chart you're looking at. So on a 1 week chart, I'll just get rid of these. So just go all the way down. On the 1 week chart, we're still looking brilliant. It's just a blip. This is just a blip just now. So calling for 2,500, how, I don't understand where that kind of figure comes from. And that's what I was talking about Tone Vase as well, when we're at 6,000, at 7,000 or 5,000 or whatever, and Tone Vase was calling for 1,000. I just didn't see where it was coming from. I didn't see their kind of reasoning behind it. And for calling for 2,500, I don't see the reasoning behind that either. When we've never hit 2,500 for the last, well, since when? 2,500, July 2017. So 2 years ago. So we didn't hit 2,500 back down here. So where, I don't understand where that figure comes from. When you're looking at TA, I like short-term TA. Short-term TA is brilliant. Long-term TA, not so good. It gives you good support, gives you good resistances, but long-term TA, looking at history to say, okay, this is going down to 2,500. I just don't understand that. I don't get it. It doesn't compute in my brain. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just, or if it's a here or share, I don't know. But I just don't get where that is coming from. Kukla is in. Good morning to you. And to one and all, buy BTC. Share as lowest price. You'll see along with price, and don't forget to smash the like. Thank you very much, Mervyn. Rob UK. I know who that was, Crypto Knowledge, and he has a point, but very unlikely. Optical. Yeah, it'd be interesting to know who it was actually. That's for keeping the dailies up in all markets, Steve. My pleasure. The Hawthorns. Crypto Knowledge. Yeah, that's right, Rob, but it certainly seems unlikely. Kukla, to be honest, I thought your intro was too long. Maybe something like, but not exact, like Crypto Revolution forms a brand. Yeah, so I've been thinking about that as well, getting the CYT-Crypto and get a wee kind of short video, just 10, 20 seconds long or something, and then just jumping into it. But thanks, Kukla, I really appreciate that. I should have kind of put it out to the kind of premium group as well, and the main group about the videos. Chris Noble is in, sup homies. Mark Innes is in, hello Stephen Brown CYT crew, good to see you, Mark. Then Steve, what about EOS chart? Looks good. EOS chart does look good. So just dive into the chart as well, some of the charts. EOS, BTC. We're going to go to the 4 hourly. So I've just showed something this morning to one of our groups. Good. So what I've said with EOS, that is in an ascending triangle pattern just now. So it's on the way up. You can see it's got higher lows. They're forming. This is what the ascending triangle is. And it's got the kind of resistance here, which has just broken just now. So what we're saying in the kind of premium group this morning, if it breaks this resistance, which it kind of has just now, it's not finished on the 4 hourly. If it breaks that, then there's no real resistance up to around 50,000, 51,000. So we can see all the way up here for EOS, there's no real resistance here. And this level here, round about here, there's no resistance. So the next resistance round about 50,000 level. So it's a good 20% gains to come for EOS if Bitcoin stabilizes, stays the same price as it is just now, or goes up. So I think we've got a good shout for EOS there as well. And I've literally just called it about an hour and a half ago in the premium group because of this kind of ascending triangle, and it's broken that now, so we need to stay kind of on that. So this now should become resistance, this 42,000 Satoshi level, and going up from there up towards the 50,000, 51,000 level. So it's looking good for EOS, plus it's coming off its all-time low as well, which is fantastic. And we'll just look at it on the macro view. It's not all-time low actually, it's local low. Yeah, about a year and a half low for EOS. So on the daily you can still see that triangle is in play as well, perfectly actually. And it looks as if it's going to use that as resistance. And then up to round about the 50,000 level. So we should see a good gain here. And just see what we can, what percentage we get. We'll just measure it. Yeah, about 20%. We should see that before resistance comes in. So we'll look at this again. Look at the trend line. That's not a trend line. I want to look at the horizontal line. Round about there is going to be your resistance. And you can see there's no real resistance after that. And that was previously being used as support. Before you can see that round about here was being used as support. That now becomes resistance. And if we can break through that, then obviously we're on our way up higher for EOS as well. So EOS looks like a good buy just now. Definitely. MagPawn, first time ever I closed all my positions. So BTC at 11,000, open new position for BTC 9,200. Start like from day one. We'll see how it does it go. Maybe wrong move. It's been a good move so far. MagPawn. G-Slick, hi to you. Kim O'Brien talking about intros. Bitcoin Phoenix is by far the best in my view. Bitcoin Phoenix, he's one of our brown admins in here as well. So in the admin group we have two people who've got their own channels. Crypto Knowledge Alliance and Bitcoin Phoenix. I keep saying Phoenix, it's Phoenix, Bitcoin Phoenix. So we'll have a look at that just now. And just, we'll get Phoenix. So this is Rob, one of our brown admins. He does this in Polish, it's for the Polish community. So we'll just have a look just now. In fact, we'll dive over it so we can hear the sound on this as well.
Jest grupa Flying Atom, oferująca możliwość kupna i sprzedaży kryptowalut w kantorach stacjonarnych i bitomatach na terenie całego kraju. W naszych placówkach i sklepie online możesz kupić akcesoria i gadżety związane z kryptowalutami. Prowadzimy również sprzedaż złota inwestycyjnego. Bitcoin Phoenix, dzień.
So that is Bitcoin Phoenix, one of our brown admins. And we've also got Crypto Knowledge Alliance as well. So this is to support our brown admins as well, who's doing this. And this is Jimbo. He's not doing that much just now, obviously, the videos, but he's on holiday at the moment, so that's why he's not doing much at the moment. But another brilliant channel to subscribe to as well, and solid TA from Jimbo as well. So if you're into your TA as well, Jimbo is the kind of man there. And Bitcoin Phoenix, if you're Polish, obviously, I'll jump over to Bitcoin Phoenix as well. So thanks for shouting that out, Kim. Rob UK, optical art is called Lord of the Rings because he used fib circles and pitchfork on TA. Right, optical art. Right, I need to check that out. And ask him a friend to make one for Steve if he has some time. Actually, I'll need to check that out and get an intro kind of made. That's what I was thinking of. There's a flying phoenix. There's a flying phoenix, right? I have to skip funny intro. Haha. Maybe Rob can share something. Yeah, Rob, share that, and definitely share that as well. Okay, we'll go back to kind of see what's happening on Binance at the minute. I was kind of looking at XRP. Yeah, as well. Okay, so ARK is flying just now. Really flying. I wish I'd called that yesterday as well. But it just goes to show that kind of the system that I've got for making the calls does work. Because as I said, there was about 12 of them. ARK was one of them yesterday, and I should have called it kind of yesterday around about the 340 level, because it would have been up big time. Ren was one of them as well. MCO, NAV. There was a few of them that was on the list, and I cut them down. I just thought, right, okay, there's too many to call. So I was going to call 12 yesterday, but there was just far too many to call. but ARK was on the list as well. But it does show that the system that I've got for making calls does actually work, which is good. So you can join us in the premium group as well, and there's a link down below if you want to join for the free crypto class. There's a link underneath this video right now. Just now you can sign up for the free crypto class, and then once you sign up, you're going to get an exclusive offer to join the premium group, which is only open for 1 week. 1 week only it's open for, and then it'll close for 6 months again, and you'll get a discount as well for the first 3 days. And you'll be able to pay with crypto as well. You can pay in XRP. So if you want to pay with crypto, you can pay in XRP for as well. And the kind of price is just now about 2,000 XRP. It's going to cost for the full year. So you can do that as well. So that's coming up. That's coming up in the 28th of July. I'm still working on it just now. But that's coming up on the 28th of July. But if you want to sign up for the free crypto class as well, you can do. They're looking at different things, 3 to 6 strategy, how I lost $500,000 and kind of then subsequently started trading to get 357% gains. So that'll be another video that's coming up as well. So it'd be great if we could see you over there. And there's a link down to the free group as well. If you join the free group, you'll get a discount as well. So I'll keep putting that in the free group as well for you to kind of join up and sign up. But ARK, yeah, ARK is flying just now. REN is doing really well. It's just on a wee bit of a pullback at the minute, but it's kind of coming back up again. So it looks as if it's going to take off again. And just see if I can get this enlarged for you. So there's not that many jumping up big time. Got MCO come back down off his high at 613 or 61,000. Loon is the other one I was going to call yesterday as well. So if you've got any charts you want me to look at and do a bit of quick TA on, let me know. That'd be brilliant. Is there only the yearly membership, no monthly, so you can try? There's not. I'm changing that. That's one of the big things I'm changing, Kriska. It's going to be yearly, but there's going to be a monthly alternative or monthly option as well, where you can make 10 payments as well if you want. You can't do that with crypto, unfortunately. If you're paying with crypto, it can only be the yearly amount, but you can make 10 payments if you're paying by kind of dollar value. It just depends when you get in. So it'll be 10 payments of $69 or a full payment of $597. That's for the first 3 days. After that, it's going to be $697 for the year, and then 10 payments of $79 if you want. So if you're going over the 10 payment route, that is going to be a wee bit dearer for you as well. How did the conversation of losing $500,000 go down with the other half? Don't have to answer it too personal. Yeah, it didn't go down too well. Let's put it that way. It did not go down too well. ETN, please. Not looked at ETN for a while. I don't know if we'll be in this. Yep. So it's on Giobi. This is on a daily. It's down on a daily. So we'll just go short term. And 4 hourly. So it's going down. What are we at just now? 40. 2, 4, 6, yeah. 48 Satoshi just now. So it looks as if it's on its way down still. And we've got, I'll just put a kind of line in here. The 37 seems to be the bottom for it, or 38. Yeah, 38 seems to be the support for Electroneum just now. Not trading sideways, but we've got a slope coming up. Got a support line there. So we've kind of got a symmetrical triangle formation coming up here for Electroneum. This is on the 4 hourly chart. So this is the support line. If it breaks that support line, obviously we could go back down to 38 Satoshi as strong support there. This is going to be the strong support, and that seems to be the bottom as well for it. Now if we can break out here, obviously we could go much higher for Electroneum as well. We have been up to about 74, so we could get a good 50-60% on that if it breaks out of this triangle here, the symmetrical triangle. That's the kind of formation we've got just now. So at the moment it's not looking brilliant for Electroneum for short term. I'm just going to 1 hourly chart. Looking on 1 hourly. There's not much volume as well for it. So short term, not so good. I'm looking at the TA. But we've got this symmetrical triangle formation here as well that you can see, and we've got good support at 38. I don't know if that helps you or not. There's intro, Steve straight away. Let's do one for you. We'll talk in admin group. Yeah, cool. Timberland Phantom. Phantom, we'll have a look at Phantom just now. FTM BTC. So 1 hour chart is looking okay. We've got 209 Satoshi. Kind of trading sideways here. You can see Phantom's coming off his low. Was this all-time low? Got an all-time low of 152. So about 33% up from its all-time low. We'll look at the 4 hourly. I'd like to look at the 4 hours for making trading decisions. It's crossed over in the 4 hourly, but it's crossed over a couple of times there. It's just been false moves there. Phantom, we'll look at overall. 36 million market cap. It's highly regarded, Phantom. Some Binance, obviously KuCoin is the next biggest one, 1.3 million. Bitmax, 1 million and 1.2 million. So I think it's just the markets, the way the markets are just now. But for short term, it looks like a good short term buy. To be honest, we've got a low of 154, and I think we've got a support level there as well. Round about, say, this area here, around about 178. Got a relatively good support level there. So I'd say it was a short-term buy for Phantom. That looks good. Tim Gash, my wife wasn't happy with my crypto losses, but now she's glad I got into the space. Excellent, Tim. Glad to hear it. Really glad. It's just, I think it's how you bounce back from that, because after losing that much kind of money, you just go up. Not lost $500,000. It wasn't quite $500,000, but I was up to 500,000. I took 50,000 out, around about $50,000 out, so 10% out, and still got the same as what I started with. So I'm still up. I'm still up big time over the last year and a half or so, or over the last 2 years, but not as much as I could have been. G-Slick, Dent, please. Dent, have a look at Dent. Don't know what the hell is going on with Dent, to be honest, and why it's so low. 7 Satoshi, my god. I'm just going to look at the order books. Oh my goodness. Between 6 and 7 Satoshi. Well, I didn't think you'd be able to pick up Dent for that low. 48 million. Unbelievable. And it has been up to nearly $1 billion market capitalization. 581 Satoshi. What is going on? Honestly, I don't know what's going on with Dent. Maybe there's something I'm not seeing, something I've not heard, something I don't know. But with Dent, I just thought that'd have been a great buy. It did kind of bounce for a wee bit. It did go up to back up to 30 again. Look on the daily. Yeah, bounced from round about the 11 Satoshi mark, and get up to 31, which is about 200% gain, and then just subsequently just fell back down all the way down to 6 and 7 Satoshi. So this either represents a brilliant opportunity or just something we've missed altogether. I just don't understand what's going on with Dent, because they've got the product, they've got the partnerships, they're making money. I'm not saying they're making a profit, but they're making money. I don't get it. I just don't get it with Dent. Same with Pundi X, I don't get it. So you could buy that currently. It's probably not going to last for long. Currently for 6 Satoshi. But I think so many people have been burned in the past with Pundi X, possibly with Dent as well, that they're just kind of forgetting about it and just say, I'm not going in it. Again, but short term it doesn't look good. In Metamorph, we've not looked at Metamorph for a while, so we need to go to the charts, Pro charts, CoinTrader Pro. So it's down to 58. You can see it was as high as 120, so it's coming down just now. Obviously that's in line kind of with the markets, with kind of Bitcoin selling off as well, and a lot of the alts selling off. But all-time low, we've got around about 40-ish. Smaller than that actually. All-time low is 21. Big line here. There's nothing there. And basically what we're doing here is just looking for patterns. And look for patterns all the time. You've got kind of semi good short term for Metamorph. It's a 1 hour chart. Yeah, it doesn't look good on the 1 hour chart, so it's going down. But the thing with Metamorph is that it just changes very quickly. And because of the markets it's in just now, we'll just look at the volume on it. 28,000, not that bad, not brilliant, but not that bad. And it's mainly on, well, it's on Mercatox. So we need to get more exchanges for Metamorph, really. I need to do another video on Metamorph as well. But I tried to do a video a couple of weeks ago. I'd looked at, not tried to do a video, but I'd looked at the kind of Metamorph exchange and still wasn't working fully. So I didn't do the video, so, but I'll need to kind of organize one if it's working fully now. So I need to check into that. QUTM, please. QUTM. We'll be able to look at that on the main one. QUTM BTC. Yeesh, not looking good again for QUTM. We were coming up there, but it just kind of bounced, used 50 EMA as resistance. It's bouncing back up just now, short term, but yeah, it's not looking good short term. If you're looking for an entry position, I would wait just now. If you're holding just now, it's going back up again, coming off its all-time lows. 27,000, round about 27,000. All-time low. Is that an all-time low? Or just a local? All-time low, yeah. So we've got, yeah, it's coming off its all-time low around about the 28,000 level and closing. So it could bounce big from here, or I wouldn't be looking for an entry position here. And to be honest, I'd be waiting just to see for confirmation that this is on its way up, because this could fall down further for QUTM. Yeah, so not looking good at the moment for QUTM. Pundi X, Barbara McDonald. Yeah, Pundi X we just kind of looked at, but it's not looking good. all-time low between 5 and 6 Satoshi. What is it just now? Is it 6 and 7 or 5 and 6? Pundi X 6 and 7. But it's going to change, yeah, to 5 and 6 again, I think. It's not looking good for Pundi. I don't understand it at all, Barbara, but it's not looking good for Pundi just now. Marking as Dent 7 sats. I know. ONT, what is ONT up to? I've not looked at ONT for a bit. ONT BTC. So on the daily, coming up on the daily, we've got a few green candles over the last 8 days. 4 hourly is crossed over on the 4 hourly. So short term, it would be a buy from here, coming up with all-time lows, crossed over on the 4 hourly. We've got resistance. We've kind of got resistance way before then. Probably about 11,000. We're on 9,000 just now. Could have resistance here as well at 10,000. That copy. So short-term buy or short-term play just now, up to 10,000. If it breaks 10,000, then it's on its way up to 11,000 or nearly 12,000. Would be round about there. I'd say 11,794. So short-term it looks good for ONT, but coming up its all-time low again at 8,300-ish. I think that's the all-time low. Look on the weekly. Yeah, so that is the all-time low. Dent team is selling off billions each month. Something about data money they get in. Chris Camus. Ah, right. Okay. So the Dent team that actually selling off billions, or they're doing something like the XRP. They're putting it back into the space to. Wonder what they're doing there. Roost, you lost 500,000. Yeah, unfortunately it does. And that was when I thought, okay, the best thing to do is to hodl the wrong shitcoins, to be honest. And that's when I was thinking, okay, that is the best thing to do. Hodl, it'll come back up, and it just didn't. So that's why I started trading, because I wasn't trading before, and I started trading to get money back. I think I was down to about $7,000 at one point. Unbelievable. Tingash Fun is at an all-time low. They're also signing companies up to the platform making money. I think all-time high was then for 18 cents. Fun, yep. $31 Satoshi. It's incredible. It's not been a buy. But there was a buy kind of signal here on the 19th of July, very, very briefly. But it's not been a buy for quite some time, and that's unusual. On a 4-hour chart, you usually see kind of lots of ins and outs, or crosses over and crosses down from the 70 EMA and the 50 EMA, but it crossed down on the 11th of June, which is talking over 6 weeks away, and it's kind of gone down ever since. At 80 Satoshi, gone down ever since. There's one crossover at about 31 when it went up 20% and then came right back down again. So this could be a good opportunity as well. But strong support at 28. There's no buy signal yet. Even on the hourly, it's not a buy signal. But yeah, once the buy signal came and it was confirmed, I would say there was the strong support at 28, and that could be a good buy for the future when the alts eventually do have a run. VR TRX has made a recovery from the FUD. So I don't know if that was, I think Justin Sun, I've seen very briefly, I don't know if it's true, if he made a video from San Francisco, which kind of proves obviously is not held in China. So what's TRX doing? $239. So on the hourly, it did go down to 220. So you could have had a good 10% there if you go in at the bottom. Still going up. Chris Cash, morning Steve, can you watch Matic? I want to pick it up here. It bounced already 3 times from this level. Cheers and crush the like. Thanks very much, Chris. And we'll have a look at Matic. We'll make that the last one, unless you've got any more very quickly. BTC. Right, 118 Satoshi. That's a good price, comparatively good price. So on the hourly, not looking that great. It's not crossed over on the hourly, 4 hourly. Obviously they'll be the same. Haven't really done much. 194 it crossed down. As in the 2nd of July, it hasn't really done much, hasn't crossed over since then. We've got relative support round about this level actually. So Chris saying here bounced off at this here round about 26th of June, bounced off here 10th of July, bouncing off here as well. So it could be a good time to get in because there's been those 3 hits. So triple bottom there coming in, or close to a triple bottom, so it could be a good time to get in. With the crossovers, there's no crossovers at the moment, so you might be in confirmation on the hourly crossover. Once that crosses over on the hourly around about 121, 122, that might be a good time to get in for some good gains actually. So there could be some good gains coming up from Matic as well. Just have a look at XRP, see what XRP are doing. They've crossed back up over the 4 hourly as well, I believe. Yeah, they have. Down to 3,155 at the minute. So XRP is a buy at the moment. Last time I called it was around about here at 3,000. It went up 10% to 3,300. Subsequently came back down, but it's crossed back over on the 4 hourly again. So looking like on the daily. Hasn't crossed on the daily for months. 14th of January. 7 months it hasn't crossed over on the daily. But I have a few green candles on the daily. So another symmetrical triangle there. So we're actually in a good position for XRP. Got a symmetrical triangle there on the XRP. I'll just see what it could break out to if it breaks out. Move that up here. If it broke out here, we could be looking at 4,000, which is a good 30%. So if it breaks out this symmetrical triangle, we could be looking at around about 4,000 for XRP. And we'll go down a couple of days. Yeah, around about 4,000 would be a good point to take. So you can see that quite clearly here, the symmetrical triangle. Looking at that, so we've got higher lows that's being formed as well, but we need to break out of this resistance line here for XRP. EOS just broke out, excellent. Thought it would break out at some point and it's done it hopefully. BTC, perfect. 42,600, good. 4 hours. Excellent, so it's closed above that line, so it's closed above the kind of resistance line there. So it looks as if we could have a good run for EOS of about 15 to 20%. Well, from here, yeah, about 17%. Could see until we hit the next resistance, or major resistance, next major resistance. So it looks good for EOS. Thanks, Tim Gash. Might go off the fence then for Dent. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now. Thank you very much as always for joining me today. Really appreciate it. And remember, before you go, if you can crush those likes as well, that would be fantastic. I don't know how many people are watching now. What does it say? 37 people watching. So if you could go down to like button, hit that like button as well. If you like the videos, if you don't hit the like button. If you've got any suggestions, if you're watching this, how I can grow the channel as well, or what I could do different that you think could be different. I know the intro was too long. A few people were saying before as well. Kukla kind of said that as well today, but a few people had said that as well, people that weren't watching it live. So if you've got any other suggestions, let me know. I'm kind of open to suggestions to grow the channel. So I'm actively looking to grow the channel now. Sorry, there goes my voice. But I'll leave it there just now. Thank you again for joining me. Until next time, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.